issue until staff has a chance to go through all the intricate details of the violation and come back for a decision.
Okay, I think we need to be more specific on the violation.
The violation is a lease violation on the property. Subletting.
To put a, go ahead, Rhonda.
Fred, if you could just include in your motion that you're putting a hold on all activity, including enforcement, until you have more information.
Okay, motion by Fred. Motion by Fred, second by Anita. All those in favor? Opposed?
I'm opposed to the stopping of the enforcement.
Carol's opposed, motion carries with Martin out of the room. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Somebody want to go grab Martin? So this morning we were, the walk-ins that came in later, Jen wasn't able to refer him to the proper staff, but I think Arts might need to go to Rick as well. Unless you have a burning desire to talk to council.
Madam Chair, Mr. Kai, I wanted to give some input to council on use of the ARP funds. So.
Okay, go ahead and come up, Art.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you guys? Just here, come and get the update on when the payment's supposed to be coming out for the tribal members on the stimulus.
So we have only received our first allocation. There's another one coming out. So the first payment that we received was close to 39 million. It was 38.9. And the individual economic stimulus payment is one of 20 priorities that we've identified under the allowable uses. And so council ranked those, and we're discussing those in council today, this afternoon.
Okay, that's just coming and checking up on it. And so thank you guys for your couple of minutes and have a nice day.
Thank you, Art.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have Martin Charlot's appointment letter on page 3 in the packet. Just need a motion to approve the letter. Okay, motion by Anita, second by Ellie. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? Martin abstains. Okay, and this is to appoint Martin Charlo as a delegate to the Upper Columbia Conservation Commission, UC3. Okay. The next item is on page 4 in the packet. This is a request by SKC to add an insert into the next per capita payment.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Martin.
will this be will they print these and we insert them, or who's going to pick the cost up on the printing?
Jen, do you have that information? Okay. All right, we'll put this one on hold.
I wonder if, with this insert, if it might be possible, and maybe all of these have already been run past our department heads, but if we could either asterisk or highlight those that are coming up with the irrigation implementation and bison range, just kind of highlighting the ones that are most expedient training programs that are needed,
Okay.
just to draw extra attention to them and maybe help bring awareness.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item is support letter for Lake County to the Office of Transportation regarding a grant application that they put in for, which would redo Dublin Gulch, Corville Road, and the Lower Moise Valley Road.
Madam Chair, I'd make the motion to approve the letter to the Secretary of Transportation.
Okay, motion by Martin, second by Anita. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? I'm sorry, Lynn, I didn't get your vote.
No, I support it.
Okay, motion carries unanimous. Okay, next up we have Constance Morjo. Her information starts on page 7 in the packet. Good morning, Constance.
Good morning. I'm here with Dan Alder as well. He can give the information in regards to the vehicles that we put up for bid and that we're asking today for authorization to be able to retain that money that was received for those purchases. And you want to give a little information on that, Dan?
Yes, we had 3 vehicles that went a little beyond their service life.
Can you speak up a little? It's really difficult to hear you.
Okay, we had 3 vehicles here that were a little beyond their life here with the program. So we did put them up for auction to get rid of them. All of them have suffered some type of breakdown and so forth that was just beyond getting repaired. So we did put them in the auction. We had a 2000 Ford Ranger with 214,000 miles on it that had some real bad mechanical issues. We had a Dodge Dakota with over 300,000 miles on it, and that had a engine that failed. And we had a 97 Ford F-150, and that had 181,000 miles on it. And that was on its third transmission.
So you need motion, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion that is the money in your budget? I couldn't hear Constance, what she said.
What I'm asking for is the money from
Can't
those
hear her.
bids and successful sale of those to go back into our budget.
It's in the packet, Carol. They're asking for the proceeds of the sale to go back into their budget.
Motion.
Okay, motion by Carol. Second by Fred. All those in favor? Motion carries unanimous.
And Madam Chair,
Martin?
just something that I saw in this request is I feel like we need to look at the funding maybe that we provide to our elders program, because if we have our pro departments buying junk vehicles or vehicles that other departments have considered junk, I think there's something with the funding that we need to either help them more to get vehicles that don't need maintenance, and they can go out and purchase vehicles that don't already have high miles on and things like that, because buying excess property from other departments, I don't feel like that's going to last long. So support this, but we got to look at our budgets. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Before I made the motion, I probably should have asked, did this go through the process of Rick?
We worked with
'Cause
Courtney.
I don't even know. I think if Rick probably would have had knowledge of this, and maybe he does, but if he would have had knowledge, maybe he would have said, let's put this in the general fund, and then when you come forward and need a new vehicle, that money will not be set aside in the general fund, but it'll be, a part of the general fund where we can appropriate money to purchase a new vehicle. So I don't, with this new adjustment, it's kind of hard to see where we're, whether we should be taking action or not. And it should have probably went through a process before it got to here.
Jen, can you address that? Did you and Rick go over this before you put it on the agenda?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Ruth.
Good morning. The policy for procurement addresses the excess vehicle issue that Constance is bringing before you. And just for future reference, anytime a program is generating revenue or a receipt like this, if it's federally funded, the proceeds must go back to the program to perform similar or like services. In this case, the program was tribally funded that bought the vehicles at some previous point. And every year, Property and Supply does the excess inventory auction. So that's what this is part of. Tribal funded programs, it doesn't belong to that program. It would automatically revert to the general fund. That's why you have to give approval here. And you're also correct in that any capital request should go through the usual budget process. To my knowledge, they have not submitted a capital request for the coming year. We're right now at that point where all of those requests are being forwarded to us for your consideration in the approval of the budget.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Carol?
Now I want a clarification on how the money is going to be spent.
We
Constance?
we got authorization approval to be able to bid on a pickup.
We can't hear you, Constance. Can you speak closer to the mic or yell at us?
Yeah. Let me start over. I'm going to turn my speaker up too all the way. Okay, we got authorization from my department head to go ahead and bid on a 2010 Ford Ranger that Salish Kootenai Housing had up for bid. And Dan went through that vehicle in regards to talking with people, getting the background use of it, and the basically what kind of condition it was in. And it's in good working condition, and it was well worth. We bid the $4,999.99 to not go into being a capital purchase. So we actually were successful in obtaining that bid as the successful bidder. And so that was $2,049 is what we made on those three vehicles that we put out for bid. And so that's going towards the purchase of the vehicle that we were successful in getting from Salish Kootenai Housing. Oh, excuse me, it's $2,900 and $2,950 is what we actually got for those three vehicles. And so we have a total of $2,049 that we need to pay out of our budget for that with the utilization of the monies that we received from our bid, our sales.
Okay, so just for clarification, Ruth, because this is under 5,000, it does not need to go to the budget committee? Okay. All right. Constance, I think you need to call IT and get your audio worked on.
Yes, I will do that because it was working fine previously. Okay.
Did you have another issue?
Yes, I do. We processed three individuals actually. One is dropped out of working, but we have two individuals that are chore workers, and they are doing work for the elders, and they needed a background check done. So we done a 29-day emergency hire with them. And they had been working for a week, and then I was advised by personnel that even for the 29-day emergency hire, that they have to have their background completed. And so I'm here asking if we can get a 30-day waiver, and I believe it's going to take probably more so like 2 weeks to 3 weeks at the most. They've got everything on their background except their driving background history to be able to proceed with a contract for them. I have them doing chores for the elders as well as mowing lawns. And at this point, I have 14 people on the list that need their lawns mowed, and growing every day. So I'm asking, is it possible to get a waiver to be able to put them back to work until their driving history comes back, and we can put them on a temporary contract?
Okay, we have Shelley Ganir from personnel here. Did you want to come up to the microphone, please? Go ahead. So Constance is asking for a waiver of the background check policy for an employee to be an emergency hire.
So I believe I heard that she's asking for the DMV part of the waiver. The background, the DMV part has been taking up to 30 days to get results. What I'm hearing is she has the rest of the background. And it is a requirement to have that background information prior to an employee starting work, even emergency hire. So I guess she's asking for a waiver of the policy because it does require that.
Martin?
Constance, will this person be driving?
Yes, they will be driving the vehicle to and from an elder's house with the lawnmower and equipment that they use to do their job. They do have driver's licenses.
Madam Chair?
Charmel and then Martin?
Just to clarify, Constance, this is an employee that you're hiring in your program, not a home caregiver. Is that correct?
That's correct. Correct.
Thank you.
Martin?
I would probably actually want to hear from Cynthia about what parts of the background check are truly done and find out why it was a 29-day contract, not a regular 30-day contract. And just get all the information before we start sending people to elders' homes. It is, yeah, I get it, it's outside, but that's pretty close access to them before we do everything we can to protect them.
Okay, so the requested action is to waive the personnel policy as it stands right now. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Len to waive the background check policy under 69D for Constance's employee.
Madam Chair, I'd second, but I've got a question.
Okay, second by Anita with a question.
So Constance, is this normally take this long to get the background check back? And if so, is there a way of expediting it and getting a hold of them or whatever needs to be done? Because I understand that the elders need assistance right now.
Right.
And it's holding your program off, so.
I think Shelley can answer that question. And also I wanted to note that Cynthia is available. She called and let me know that she has their folders and was willing to come down. Yep, there she is.
Shelley, did you have something before Cynthia? No? Go ahead, Cynthia. Can you turn on your mic?
Can you hear me now? I have started files, background investigations on Persephone on the 24th of May and Andrew.
Do we need to go into executive since this is a personnel issue? Okay, we'll go out of regular into executive.
What do you do?